Good morning. This is April 1st, and this is not an April Fool's Day joke or prank. The Amboys or American boys in the Philippines want to see our country, our cities, our people destroyed as we are seeing Ukraine being devastated in the Ukraine war today for the benefit of the United States of America. Turn to the Philippine Daily Inquirer and read the report entitled, quote, "Amid sea dispute with China, Carpio sees need to preposition U.S. weapons to repulse invasion," unquote. That is how crazy these amboys are. Carpio blabbers about invasion by China when it is the U.S. and its amboys that have invaded and occupied the Philippines through over 100 years of colonialism and neo-colonialism, killing hundreds of thousands of Filipinos, exploiting and suppressing the growth of its economy through the decades. Prepositioned weapons and foreign military forces are magnets for hypersonic missiles and nuclear weapons retaliation, as we see in Ukraine today. The U.S. ally, our ally, will fight to the last drop of the last Ukrainian or Filipino, not American blood nor life. China never touched any of the islands of the Philippines occupied since the 1970s by Marcos's claims in the South China Sea. It is Vietnam that grabbed away Phuket Island in 1975 that was already occupied by Philippine Marines. And Carpio, aside from being an amboy, is married to a Vietnamese, maybe a Matahari. The Americans demolished the city of Manila, the pearl of the Orient Seas, unwilling to face street-to-street fighting with the Japanese. They carpet-bombed Manila, killing 250,000 Filipino civilians, much more than the Japanese could have killed in the last-minute killing spree. Many Filipinos, for convenience, are in government, and they do the bidding of the Americans, like American citizen Grace Poe, grandstanding as a patriot and sensationalizing her call for the investigation of the contrived, quote, close encounter, unquote, of the Philippine Coast Guard and Chinese Coast Guard ships. Or green card holder Albert Del Rosario about Japan, quote, flouting of international law, unquote. The incident at the Scarborough Shoals is deliberately over-dramatized by the Philippine mainstream media for the lucre, the money it gets from the new $500 million additional anti-China propaganda funds approved by the U.S. Congress at the expense of the Filipino nation's strategic security and welfare. The Inquirer tagged Governor Manuel Mamba of the province of Cagayan as pro-China for his concern for Cagayan province constituents and the impact of the hostile Balikatan live-fire U.S.-Philippine military drill. It could damage our economic cooperation with the Chinese investors, says Governor Mamba, and vital to his economic projects. The Balikatan is targeting the invasion of Taiwan through Puga and Babuyan Islands. The Amboys clearly have no consciences, baiting war to come to the Philippines to save America from facing the enemy on their own shores and by themselves. Let's fight the Ukrainization of the Philippines. Thank you for this day, April 1st. This is no April Fool's joke. If we don't fight the Ukrainization of the Philippines by the American boys such as Carpio et al., we are going to be doomed as we see Ukraine is today. Ukraine will not recover in the next 25 years to 50 years. Thank you very much. Have a good day.